Hello, everybody! We're racing in Mexico City! Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. Let me just, a bit behind. Haven't opened the tool. APEC, AOR, Venv. No, what? Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna go balanced. And let me make this big. And on the second screen, full screen. Alright. Someone's just up and we have rain! We have rain for the race. How much rain? Oh, it starts rainy. Okay. Alright. Okay, well. This is gonna be interesting then. This is gonna be interesting then. Let's stick with 16. Actually 20. 20 and 31 for the wings for the race. For qualifying actually. Yeah, this is good. We're gonna go for 4 flying laps, and I've just realized that desktop audio is silent, so let me turn it on. Also, don't have the chat. Why don't I have a chat? Not like there's anyone talking, but folks. Makes me want to sign in. Chat. There we go. Yep. I still have a bit of a cough. Hopefully, when we get into the rhythm, it's gone. Okay. Adjusting in my seat and Alright. I was like, yeah. So this is Celine.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dryers definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Just hoping that Paul won't be 113s. Yeah, this was a very good prep lap. Yeah, this is gonna be a 116. What the fuck? Oh, that wasn't a shit lap. That was, ugh. What the fuck was that? Here come the big guys then. It's Walsh, Pesagelli. I mean, I'm expecting Pesagelli to qualify. Said he wanted to beat the record for most pole positions. AOR F1.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
There it goes. Oh yeah, Ben. Forgot about him. And Lando Milkman, what the fuck is he doing? Okay, that screwed us a bit of with the timing. Because we want to do 4 qualifying runs. Oh, where's my Pepsi? Hashtag not sponsored. Okay. Second run. Medium tires.
Standing by.
I'm standing by. Oh, that's why I was way over the line. Okay. Now this is gonna be a fast lap because those are medium tires, harder to warm up. I mean harder to warm up. They take more. They have a higher temperature window, hotter temperature window than the soft tires. So we have to push them a bit more. And since last lap we didn't push the soft tires all the way, because I was still adjusting to my seat. But this is the section I want to nail with this compound, because everything is just like you just have to be smooth through here. Hopefully the car head is not on an ad lap.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
That was suboptimal. Right, we're gonna chuck on another set of soft tires. I'm gonna go again.
Check's complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
I don't know how much time do I have. Where am I losing time to Ben? Sector 2, Sector 3. Did Walsh improve right now? And they're being like 8:14, not 8. Okay. This section right here is vital. The flick, the chicane of 1, 2, 3. Rising goes second. What is the fastest lap?
Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:14.7. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Okay, we have a minute of turnaround. Get me in, get me out, please. Fast, 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 fast. Come on. Come on, seconds are ticking. Rich wants to go out, I want to go out.
Okay, our best lap so far, 1 minute 14.9. We're 18th in the speed trap, 338.1 kilometers per hour. Standing by.
We are gonna be just at the limit. We cannot be impeded in the final sector. Otherwise we won't make it to the line. Actually, you have plenty of time. So what's pole? 14.7. Oh, yeah. Not good enough. And for the first time ever, both Mercedes and Ferraris qualify, and it's, would you believe it, 2026, it's a front row lockout for Mercedes with a second row lockout for Ferrari. You could not have scripted this. Person Jelly just said in the Discord chat, and Max won't survive turn 1. Alright, so it's been Rising, Ben Walsh, Persigelli, Lando's Milkman, myself, Fetch, Malkian, Duca, Rich. Where is... Ah, misclicked. I wanted to see where's the Zeke starting, but I haven't heard from him this week, so... yeah. Let's send him regards. Hello. It's gonna be a massive underfueling. Okay, so the Inters will do 30 laps. That's not the problem. The track is trenched. And we have a timeout.
Light rain in 5 minutes with 84% chance of rain.
Alright. So, it's basically an ice skid ring. There's no grip at all.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful.
Hey! Wait, where's the what happened? Why are the Mercedes guys already on the... They touched each other? Somebody's gonna have cold tires.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Be patient and watch for those lights as we are prepared to go for the Mexico City Grand Premio. Just lost all my aura, but that's fine.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
That's one inquiry I gotta make already.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. Gap to your teammate behind, 14.3 seconds. And that's 30 laps of fuel remaining. might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. We've got a great chance of taking this position. Come on, you know what to do. We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
Tire wear
Okay,
25.
so we've got 27
Degradation rate
laps
4.
of fuel remaining.
Pit required.
27 laps.
Tire wear 30.
Tyres are degrading
Degradation
fast.
rate 5.
Change strategy if you
Hit
want.
required.
Check your MFD for details. Got that confirmed. Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
Tire wear 35. Degradation rate 5. Hit required.
The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. Okay, 25 laps of fuel left, 25 laps.
Tire wear 40. Degradation rate 5. Hit required.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. The weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
Tire wear 45. Degradation rate 5. Hit required. Overcast in 5 minutes with 50% chance of rain.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.4 seconds.
Pit required. Tire wear 50. Degradation rate 5.
There are 22 laps of fuel remaining.
Pit in 4 laps. 4 laps till pit.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Okay, people are starting to set some decent times on intermediate tyres. It could be time for us to change over too. Okay, focus. We need to stay on form. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 1.8 seconds. Seven seconds is all that separates you and the car ahead. Let's go. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
Wing damage at
Okay,
081.
listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Okay, copy that. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Blue flag, blue flag. Okay, mate, race control, I'm afraid are not happy with your creative interpretation of track limits. They've given you a 3-second penalty.
Wing damage at 0100.
Your front wing's damaged. Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Let's be the spectator, let's be the commentator for these final few laps of the Mexico City Grand Prix. We're gonna have 12 laps to go, if I am not mistaken. We have one driver who is unfortunately been lapped. Game didn't let him unlap himself and he's stuck there. Burn is the case. Now we are waiting for Rising Moon to restart as he heads down to the longest straight on the Formula 1 calendar, and he has to support that slipstream behind him all the way through as Ben now opens the overtake, and he's going alongside any second now. Ben towards the each side of turn 1. Is he gonna take the lead? Rising Moon on the outside, Ben on the inside. He takes the lead after Mexico City Grand Prix. Rising has to settle for second. The guys behind him, the Ferraris, have been able to catch up as they lost time behind that lapped Sauber, who's not getting out of the way. Well, Walsh has the 3-second time penalty. Persegelli has to drive through, so it's really a race to the checkered flag between the two Mercedes drivers, as many drivers behind set fast laps, and we have a 3-second time penalty for Persegelli as Dreisman has lost ground to Ben. He has gone wide at the entrance of the S's of the second sector, but he's still within that DRS range. He's 6 stands behind going into the stadium, as the guys behind still trying to keep up. Ben is still there. Surprisingly, he's not giving up position, even though he's being warned by blue flags to give way to the cars behind. As we now enter lap 26 of 36, Ben sets a fast lap of the race, a 121.7, Rising behind him. He's now the one who's closing in. He's now the one staying in the slipstream. 0.5 of a second behind. First overtaking zone is going to be, again, turn 1, because he's not going to have DRS down the second straight. DRS detection point is at the exit of the stadium section, and DRS has just been enabled this lap, meaning Risingman has to settle for second at the moment. But again, I can't stress this enough, he is still staying with the guys. I think he is on a different compound than the others. Yes, he's on medium tires, so he's been able to get a better warm-up on that compound. We still have a safety car showing in the top left, but it's not the case. So now, are we gonna see a lead change of lead going into turn 1? Is Rising Moon within DRS? Yes, he is. As we exit the stadium, Ben has a better exit, but it's a monster straight. Rising Moon, I think 0.5 faster than Ben last lap. As we now see the Mercedes duel unfolding. Will Rising Moon launch down inside? No. He stays behind. He picks his mode. Oh, and Persegelli had to try for penalty. He is now falling down the grid massively. Massively. As we see him exiting the pit lane into P8. We now go back to the lead of the race. Rising Moon staying behind. He's not letting his nerves get to him. He knows he has the time. He's got 10 more laps to get the job done. Question is he gonna wait till the last lap? Is he gonna wait for Ben to crack under pressure? Because we've seen right now, last lap, that Rising Moon has the speed on the straights to get the job done into turn 1. As we have another battle behind. It's Milkman versus Max Ducker. Milkman with a very good race. As Walsh now sets the fastest lap of the race, a 1:18.9. As Rising Moon harvesting on the straight behind Ben, staying behind, but for how much long? There's a 3-way battle for P4, maybe a podium place, as Walsh has that time penalty. and it's between the Aston Martins and Lando's Milkman. Byrne once again not taking the blue flags into consideration. He's blatantly ignoring them, which is making it a bit hard for the others to follow ahead. Even though he's ghosted, I think the rules dictate that he must give up the place, as the ghosting setting is just for anti-griffing. Lap 28 going into lap 29 of the Mexico City Grand Prix, and it is tight. 7/10 the gap between Ben and Rising at the beginning of the straight, as Ben, fastest lap, counted by Rising Moon, a 10th of a second faster. Last time around here in Mexico in AOR, we've seen a photo finish. We've seen a last lap overtake for the lead of the race. Don't know who that was. Can't remember exactly, but I just knew I was very happy after the race. As Walsh is starting to fall behind her a bit. He lacked the pace at the start to keep up in the wet. And he's not keeping up now, as we have Bachi who's having a bit of a problem himself. Hey. Oh no! As Ben has got a 3-second time penalty! It's all come undone on lap 29 of 36. Ben has got a penalty, and that will surely cost him the win. That will surely cost him the win, as Lando's Milkman is getting overtaken into the stadium section. Fetch! What a move! What a move! Getting it done before the final corner. He can now go after Max Duca to fight for the podium. But as Max Duca just set the fastest lap of the race, Rising Moon now has no intentions or no benefits in overtaking Ben. He just has to stay within the 3-second gap. Bertighelli now has the fastest lap of the race. As behind, the battle Fetch against Lando's Milkman. A McLaren driver retakes P5, but is outside of the 3-second window of Walsh. That's better. So yeah, we are not gonna see a last lap lap, I would say, for the race. I hyped it up too much. It's not gonna be the case. Walsh has now put the 3-second gap to Max Duca. As Max is falling into the clutches of the McLaren in P5. As actually Fetch coming from behind, round the outside of turn 1.
Light cloud in 5 minutes with 14% chance of rain.
And he cannot make the move stick. What he is doing, he's making the Milkman lose time to Max Duca. That might help Max retain that P4, which unfortunately for him is not going to become a P3. But now let's see. We're going into lap 32 any moment now. And if Walsh can get within the DRS of Rising Moon, he has the 3-second time penalty. Ben has a 3-second time penalty. I think it is in Ben's best interest to make Walsh get that DRS from Rising, so that he can fight Rising Moon, so Ben can get away, because Walsh is technically still on for a P2 as long as he overtakes Ben. As Rising Moon into turn 1. Too much power, too much speed. He makes the move done. He's now in the lead of the race. He's now going for another win of the season. He's now heading, I think, to another AOR F1 title. Just have to make calculations with standings. Currently Walsh 12 points behind Rising Moon. If it stays like this, Walsh is gonna be 22 points behind Rising Moon. Not enough for Rising Moon to win the title. But what Walsh can do now is that he's within the DRS of Ben. Ben is within the DRS of Rising, and the Rising has had a really bad lap. Ben now 0.3 of a second behind the championship leader. Is he gonna make a move? He's deploying the battery. Rising Moon does the same as Ben into turn 1, side by side with his teammate, makes the move stick before the braking zone and retakes the lead of the Mexico City Grand Prix. This now has brought Walsh within the second gap. He's 9/10 behind Rising, and that gap is only going to come closer and closer. As Ben seems to be pulling away with Rising. Not that comfortable, it seems. There's the second gap. He won't have the DRS for this straight. Walsh behind has the DRS. Has Ben saved some tires? It is the 1 second gap, but Rising Moon will have the DRS on this long straight. Ben said a 17.6. Rising Moon does not have DRS. Rising Moon does not. Wait, he must have. He couldn't have closed that much. That must have been a visual bug. And I've seen him cross the DRS detection line with 9/10 behind his teammate. It's both drivers now having to recover the energy that they are spending on that big long straight. Walsh now 5/10 behind Rising Moon. Walsh has nothing to lose. The gap behind to Max Duca is 8 seconds. He can lunge, he can make a lunge on his championship rival. He needs the points. He needs to gain points on Rising Moon. Otherwise, the title challenge will slip away. 6/10 separating both P1, P2, and P2 to P3. As yes, Rising Moon now we can see he has the DRS wide open, closing in fast. How fast? Not fast enough. It's a second to final lap of the race. Rising Moon is still comfortably in second place. He's got plenty of battery by the looks of his dashboard. Looking at Ben, Ben has nothing. Ben has nothing in the reserves. Walsh is at half battery usage. As that Rising Moon is really behind Ben. He's not gonna let him go. He's gonna make that last lap overtake. But Ben is backing up the pack here. Ben, oh, he tries to keep the DRS. Ben slows down. He's let Rising Moon go. How will that play out? does Ben have the battery compared to Walsh? Walsh has it full. Rising Moon has it full. Rising Moon will not have the DRS. Walsh gets worst exit. We're now coming into the final lap of the race. We're plunging down into turn 1. Ben goes round the outside. Rising Moon tries to defend on the inside. They go on, they touch, they bang wheels. Ben makes it through. Ben makes it through. And now let's look at the exit. Let's look at the exit behind. Walsh is too far behind. And Ben keeps the DRS as we have one detection point on this circuit. He can't make that 3-second gap to Rising Moon. But what can Walsh do? Walsh is really very close to Rising. He's giving it all. But this is gonna go towards the championship. This is gonna be one that's gonna matter. Coming from the back of a DNF. Last time around at Monza. He's now put on the show. He's showed everyone what Rising Moon can do as Ben crosses the line in P1, but Rising Moon takes the win in Mexico. Such an unfortunate case for Ben to get that 3-second time penalty, which ultimately costed him the win. As Persegelli finishes in 7th, Rich coming home in 8th place. It's now going to be close between the Haas teammates. Molkian has Tobias has a 3-second time penalty. Ben steals the fastest lap, but he's not within the top 12, so he's not going to keep that point. 9th on track for Tobias. It's going to be 9th in the final standings for Zeke, as we are now waiting for the final two drivers, Morvich and CRM Doodle, to finish out the race. Hey! A few donuts for the fans in the stadium. Plenty of virtual props there to fill out the stands as CM Doodle drifts across the line. And there we have it. Alright. I'm done. Bye bye.